also am known. Just to take that verse real quick and break it down. When you look at yourself in the mirror, when you look at God, sometimes it seems like God is like some mystical being in heaven or something, or like it's just not a clear-cut view of who God is, and we don't completely understand it. But he's saying, right now, what my faith does is it helps me see who God is. It helps me see God. It helps me see me through God. And even though that mirror, sometimes it gets hazy and sometimes it just gets blurry for me, even as it's like that, I will have my faith, because as I grow up and as I search for the things that are of God, and as I continue to love, and as verse 13, I abide, faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of these is love. As I abide in love with God,
Amen.
It always comes back to love, because God is love. But as I abide in love, then that vision, that thing that once was blurry, becomes clear. That the things that you're insecure about of yourself, where you just don't understand what's going on in yourself, that becomes clear. When you look towards God and you say, God, why are you doing this now? It becomes clear. And then you realize at the very end of verse 12, it says, then I shall know, as I also am known. You start to think like God. It just like, the whole thing with God is that you're able to start getting connected with him in a way where all of him becomes all of you starts to be reflected because of what God has done. And so, remember the very first point that I said, you don't love God because you love God. You love God because he loves you.
Amen.
And so as we're loving him, remember that at the end, your goal should be, I want to be like God. Amen. To the point where anyone can look at me and say, that's really God in her. That's really God in him. And there's no doubt about it. There's no question about it. Anyone could say that about you. And they don't even have to be a Christian. They just already know. And so as we're finishing up, I just ask that you pursue love, and that we're able to, verse 13 and chapter 14, that first couple words, I want to just pray that over you guys. And Amen. Just in the places that you are, if you guys could stand up and then turn around and kneel down in your seat. Actually, don't stand up, but kneel down, because we're going to have this time.